Hello everyone, welcome back to day 2 of our 7-day mindfulness challenge. I'm Sarah, this is Nala, and today is all about clarity, cultivating more clarity within ourselves, into our thoughts, our emotions, and we'll do that with a guided practice. So again, create your space. Create a calm space where you'll not be interrupted. Choose your sitting position of the day. Grab a blanket if you're cold. Maybe you just saw Nala's downward facing butt. Okay, so as we are settling in, close your eyes. Maybe do a shoulder roll if your body feels very tense from a lot of stress. And let's land here together using the technique we learned yesterday, focusing our attention on our breath, deepening our breath, noticing the little sensations, the tingling on the nose as you breathe in, the lungs and belly expanding as the air travels through your body, fills you up with fresh air and energy. And a little sense of relaxation as you breathe out. And from here, I invite you to follow me into a metaphor. Imagine sitting in a movie theater. And you're sitting there and you're watching one of your favorite movies. A movie that always pulls you into the story. But this favorite movie now is your life. You're watching the story of your own life as you would watch it in the movies. And you're sitting there in the comfortable chair, watching that movie of your life as it unfolds moment by moment. And now what happens whenever we're not present is that we're pulled into our story. We're completely immersed in it. And we forget that we can take the seat of the observer who watches our experience moment by moment with a little bit of a healthy distance, with that space. A space that allows us to notice and observe what's happening, but also enables us to make conscious choices, to respond rather than react. And this seat of the observer that we're practicing now together is something you can practice in any given moment of your life. Because whenever we are distracted or completely identified with one thought or one strong emotion, there's not a lot we can do. So we practice to disidentify with that immediate experience. Create a little bit of that healthy space. And that is really based and inspired by Viktor Frankl's quote that between stimulus and response, there's this space. And when we learn to use this space, we can make conscious decisions. We are taking responsibility for our life because we learn to choose our responses to whatever is happening to us. Because we can't influence or change what life brings us, what happens on the outside. But our power and our freedom lies in learning how to choose our responses. And so, see yourself sitting in that movie theater of your mind. And you're in the seat of the observer, watching the movie of your life. You can also see emotions and thoughts show up on the screen. And it will happen that you will forget about sitting in the seat of the observer and you will tumble into that story. You will identify with what's happening in the movie. And that's totally okay. That happens to all of us. But just like yesterday, as soon as we notice that that has happened, we can return to the seat of the observer. We can return to the present moment. And so let's practice that for a few more moments. See yourself in the seat of the observer. Watch the story, the movie of your life. See if you can keep that healthy space where you can watch and observe, but you're not pulled away. You're not identifying with the story itself. And when it happens, that's totally all right, as we say. Just notice and come back over and over again. Excellent. I invite you to think about that. Think about taking this practice and maybe how it felt to you, or an insight that you had into the rest of your day. Noticing whenever you're identified with a thought, an emotion, or the story, and boom, you react. You're in reaction mode. There's no space between something happening and you reacting. There's no space to make a conscious choice. And then notice how that feels, how it makes you feel. And then also try to apply what we practiced today. Knowing you can be in the seat of the observer, having that space, and then maybe just taking a breath before you respond. That's sometimes enough. One breath is enough to create that space where we can ask ourselves, how do I want to respond to this? Do I need to respond to this? And see what changes. See how you feel when you do that. And from this practice, a lot of clarity can arise, because when we have that space, there's also space for insight and clarity and wisdom to come up for us. And then we can choose from that place. So that's my wish for you. And with that, we close the practice. Good job, everyone. Start moving your hands, start moving your feet, your toes. Take another deep breath in as you open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me, and we'll see each other again tomorrow for day 3. Take care.